It's Brad Talks. I'm Brad, and I'm talking with, what's your name again?
Caroline Raposo.
I knew that. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Oh, you
Because,
did.
it always drives me nuts when interviewers don't properly introduce their guest, and it's always nicer to have their guests say their own name.
Yes.
Because your name is somewhat easy to pronounce, but,
Yeah, Raposo, it is a Portuguese name. My husband is part Portuguese.
Is it
so.
really? Interesting. Okay, we're recording this live at your location. Tell everybody where we're at.
We opened a store in Cottleville, Missouri called Men's Modern General Store.
Now, if you come down, I guess it would be south on Highway N, and you're at the traffic light right there where Highway N makes a right and turns in the left. It's what, Motherhead? Is that what it is to the left, I guess?
Yes.
You are right across from Menino's Meat Market and right across from the intersection.
The staple in Cottleville is Menino's. Everybody knows about Menino's.
Right. It's been here forever.
Yes.
And you've been here how long?
We opened August 30th last year, so 2025. So about almost 9 months now.
Coming up on a year. Before we go into what you do here, I want to know more about you.
Okay.
Are you live here in St. Charles County?
Yeah, I actually grew up right off Kisker Road, so 5 minutes from Cottleville. And my husband grew up down in High Ridge. And we met on a dating app like in 2020.
Really?
Oh, and ended up getting married a week before. We met January 3rd, got engaged 2 weeks later, and got married 2 months later.
Whoa. Hold on a minute.
I know.
You found him on an app.
Yes.
You met, and 2 weeks later, you got
He
engaged?
did. He proposed 2 weeks later. And then we got married March 12th, 2020, a week before the world shut down. So we got married. It was very whirlwind.
There's some nosy questions I got to ask. Okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Your mom, what did your mom say?
I think she trusted me. I had been married before. I was divorced. I had 2 older kids. I think when you know, and we both knew what we were looking for and we were ready for it.
So from the time you met him to the time you were married was 2 months?
2 months. Yeah,
Whoa.
We've been married so now 6 years.
So he literally swept you off your feet.
He did.
He's a dashing, handsome guy, right?
Everything about him was exactly what I was looking for.
Interesting.
Well, I'm a therapist. I have a private practice that I opened in 2019, like 2 streets down from Men's Modern General Store, so here in Cottleville as well. And then we got married, and I actually got pregnant that first year. And
you don't leave anything to the past, do you? You're just moving right along.
We did. And then we had Davin. So Davin is our 5-year-old.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
You're a therapist?
Yes.
Where you went to, obviously you got a degree in that. What's your degree in?
Yeah, I'm a licensed counselor. So I specialize in trauma. I do EMDR and somatic experiencing.
What's EMDR?
It stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Big, long word.
Wow.
Yes. But it is one of the most effective evidence-based treatments for trauma right now.
Now, we're talking trauma. We're talking accidents. We're talking people being attacked, things like that?
Really anything that has negatively affected you or impacted you in your life. So it could be a really big event like a car accident, could be a tragic loss. It really could be anything that is limiting you or stopping you from achieving the things you want in life.
I had a bad hamburger last night. Does that count?
I mean, if you stayed up all night and that was causing some problems, we could process it. We could. That actually, people do. You could process anything if it's still affecting you from the past.
So you see clients, your patients are people who have had some type of physical or emotional trauma.
Yeah. So that was actually one of the things that connected me with Micah. Was that he had been in therapy for 3 years, sought out as a single man. What single man goes to therapy and says, I want to work on myself? And so personal growth and development are something that him and I both really value. And it was one of the things that kind of drew me to him in the 2 weeks that I met him.
Wow, 2 whole weeks. Okay,
Yes.
Here's the St. Louis area question.
Yes.
What high school?
I started at Lutheran High in St. Charles County, and then I actually transferred to Christian High School.
Is that the one, the Christian was the one on the north side of 70 and O'Fallon? Is that
Yes,
where it's at?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Now it's, I think, Veritas, maybe?
Yes, I think they changed the name, right.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then you went to college, university?
I went to Mid-American Nazarene University in Olathe, Kansas, and got a anthropology degree.
An anthropology
Yeah,
degree.
so what is that? So I traveled to China for a semester and lived there, and I'm just really passionate about helping people and about other cultures. It's kind of a mixture of psychology, sociology, and then I came back at Missouri Baptist and got my master's, and then got my license in counseling at BJC Behavioral Health. So I've been in social work and mental health for a really long time.
My 2 sons lived in Lenexa, which I think is right next to Olathe.
It is.
And I mean, did you like it in Kansas?
No.
Didn't really?
I did not like Kansas at all. Like it was windy and flat, and it was not my favorite. It was not my favorite place. So I actually really like St. Louis.
You don't like driving across Kansas to Denver?
No,
You ever done that before?
I am good on that.
Okay, so you came back to St. Louis.
Yes.
And you got married for the first time.
Yes.
We won't talk about that, right?
Yeah, no, that's okay. We don't have to. Except I have 2 beautiful children that are 16 and 13 now, Lola Joan and Bobby J, and they are this is a whole family affair, this store. So they are amazing kids, and then I just got another bonus little dude after I married Micah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take it back to where we're sitting at right now in your store. Now, can I tell you my theory on this?
Yes, go.
Men are underappreciated.
Oh, yes.
Do you agree with me on that?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's why you built the store, at least one of the reasons, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There is definitely a component to that. I think that men are underappreciated and devalued, and we don't have enough good men that are highlighted. We see a lot of the negative things that we talk about with men, but there are some really great men out there, probably you being one of them, my husband being one of them.
To you.
There's good men out there, and I think that we should treasure them and build them up.
Wow. Can I take you with me on sales calls?
Yes, you can.
Now, the store, the name of the store.
Yeah.
The name of the store is, say it for me.
Men's Modern General Store.
And explain what kind of products you have.
So everything that we have here in the store is handpicked by my husband. He is an expert in men's everyday use, everyday carry type of products. So he absolutely loves pocket knives and watches, wallets, body and beard care. And then we kind of extended it to barbecue and car care and everything that a man could want on a daily or weekly basis.
Now, you just mentioned something which to a lot of men is a term that is very common, EDC. You know what EDC?
EDC, did I say that?
You said everyday carry.
I didn't shorten it because so many people, if you are in that community, you know what EDC means.
And explain to people what EDC is, because it's a wide variety of things, correct?
Yeah. I think the best way to describe it is preparedness. Like preparedness is that every day my husband has you have one too. You got a pen in your pocket. He's got his flashlight. He's got everything that he needs.
I'm going to reach in my pocket and show you this. See
you
what I have my flashlight.
You are an EDC man.
And normally I have my flip knife with me, but to be honest with you, I used it to open up a bottle of bug cleaner the other day, and I got it all dirty, and I didn't want to, and I'm going to clean it off because.
Oh, you need one of our pry bars for that. So it's a little pry bar on your keychain. That way you don't ruin your knife like that. You need it, or you can just get a new knife here at Men's Modern General Store.
So now the interesting part of that is that some people think that, like, and I've heard people say, oh, that EDC, that means you carry a gun and you got a big Bowie knife in your back pocket and stuff like that. It's a lot of it can be that, but it's a lot of other things as well too, right?
Yes. Everyday carry, like what I have kind of seen is like women have jewelry and women have the things that they like to accessorize with, and there's a little bit of that. It's an expression of personal style. It is like opportunity to have like collections, like and I think men deserve nice things too.
Now, and give me an example of, and here we go. We're recording this on June 3rd, and we've got Father's Day coming up.
Yes, we do.
Which is, I heard this the other day. Somebody said they ranked the holidays in the calendar, and the Father's Day was the least appreciated.
It is. I said that.
Is that what you said?
That was at our networking.
Was that at the networking group?
Yes, yeah.
Where did you get that fact from?
Micah told me that, and then
really?
it has. If you look it up, Father's Day is the most or under celebrated holiday of all of the holidays, and I think we should change that here in St. Charles County.
Because on
St.
Mother's
Louis.
Day, you can't find a restaurant that you can get a table at on Father's Day, you can probably go to any restaurant and have 2 tables, right?
Yes.
Now, what's a big thing for you if someone were listening right now and go, you know what, my father or my husband, whatever.
They're so hard to shop for.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
What could I get him?
That's how the store came about. We were on a date like 3 years ago, and I told him.
You do a lot of dating, don't you?
We do. We love going on dates. Because being a good man also means you invest in your relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we were on a date, and I said, "You're really hard to shop for, and I have this idea. What if we opened a store that sold all the things that you know and love, that you are already passionate about?" And he just looked at me and was like,
Hold, don't tell me 2 weeks later you had the store open, right? No.
No, 3.5 years later. That was 3.5 years ago.
Oh, you took a little time for that, huh?
We did. We just wanted to make it right. We wanted to, if we were going to do this, we were going to do it right. And it took 3.5 years to prepare and to plan and to, it's just him and I. So raised all of the funding to open a retail store that is unlike any other retail store that you will find in the United States.
You and I are sitting in a very nice, these are actually
gorgeous.
true leather chairs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very nice leather chairs. We have a nice, is this like you call this a carpet or a rug or what is it?
Yeah. It's
rug?
just, and this is a lounge and a pool table.
I was going to say, behind me, there's a pool table. And obviously, this is not where you're making your money. You're making your money in the front of the store. What's one of the best-selling items that you have in the store?
I would say our Corey Dunlop kitchen knives. That's probably one of our best-selling items.
And that's a brand name? Say
It
that
is
again.
Corey Dunlop.
And is that a dude?
Yeah, he hand makes all of his knives.
Really?
And his knives are gorgeous. So that's one of our best-selling, I would say, knives in the store. And then some of our best-selling items, like on a day-to-day basis, if you're coming into our store looking for a knife, are like our cocktails in a jar. They're Dirty Habit cocktails in a jar. They sell.
What was that again? Dirty
Habit cocktails in a jar. They're really good. We actually sample them here, so I think that's probably why we sell them. We sample them, and everybody falls in love with them. And then,
so what is it? Is that like what's in a Dirty Habit?
So
cocktail?
they have like the dehydrated fruit that is in the jar. They put sugar.
So this
cubes.
is a cocktail mix.
It
then,
is.
right?
It
Okay.
is. It's just sans the extra water. So you just put straight alcohol in the jar, and then you pour it over ice when you're done with it. But it is very good. They're right when you walk in the door. They are lovely. They are wonderful.
I looked around and didn't look all over the store. Do you sell things like belts and things like that?
No, we don't do apparel.
No apparel.
Other than our own apparel that says Men's Modern General
Right.
Store, which we feature quarterly, we roll out a new T-shirt that's exclusive. So once it's gone, you can never get that T-shirt again. And every quarter, we'll highlight and feature a new T-shirt. We don't do any other type of apparel.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Maybe it's a little bit
Sure.
distasteful to you. Here's your son.
Yes, we are in the store right now, and our 5-year-old, he is always running around.
He's adding character to the recording, so there's no problem with that at all. Okay, here's my nosy question.
Yes.
With everything going online with Amazon, and you're doing
Ooh, yes.
brick and mortar retail,
This is the question.
that? How is that?
Well, what have we lost when we do everything online?
I agree with you 100%. I mean, to a certain extent, you and I are in a networking group, and it's interesting because of the fact that there are. I find it fascinating that I know people that since the COVID stuff don't leave their house. I have a friend of mine that'll sometimes go 3, 4, 5 days and never leave her house. And I'm going like, okay, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
We are missing connection.
Yes.
We are missing connection and community, and I think men particularly are thirsty for it. I think men desire connection, and women, they go out to lunch, they go out to brunch, they socialize much more than men. But something that I've learned from my husband is that a lot of men don't talk about things, and they sometimes feel isolated. And it is crazy the conversations that have happened with Micah when people come in just to talk to Micah.
Interesting.
And they'll stay here for an hour and just have a conversation because I think we're hungry for connection.
Well, speaking of time, I could talk with you for another 15
You
minutes, but
could. I would love
we're
to.
coming up on our end right now.
Are we?
One more time, give me, and I'm gonna throw this to you. You're a networking person.
Yes.
Give me your 30-second pitch.
My name is Caroline Raposo, and I am one of the co-owners with my amazing husband, Micah, from Men's Modern General Store in Cottleville, Missouri. We have gear and goods for men, like pocket knives, watches, beard care, barbecue, and so much more, as well as lots of bourbons from Missouri. We didn't even talk about that, but we've got Missouri bourbons. So
Damn, you are good.
I am. Men deserve nice things, too.
That is excellent. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking with you, and
you.
good luck in the store. I hope you're here for many, many, many more years.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.